Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Foriam and in today's video I'm going to show you guys if the pickaxe is actually still worth playing. Because 2 days ago we got our hands on a very awesome new update that brings everybody together. All the platforms, the PlayStation, the Xbox, the Nintendo Switch and also the PC. Right now we can band together, take down those pretty difficult daily trials, but at the same time with this patch we also got our hands on some big nerfs for both the swirling, it got nerfed pretty bad, the shockwave got nerfed pretty bad, and also the pickaxe. Or is it actually buffed right now? And that is something, guys, that I really like to talk about right now, because at the beginning, 2 days ago, I was a little bit salty because we saw a very drastic decrease in attack speed, but the damage also got buffed. So that pretty much brings us to one big question. Is the pickaxe purely interesting for daily trials, the max apocalypse difficulty? That, my friends, is what I'm going to answer right now. So let's get right to it. Alright, so we've got some changes right here. This is the 1.6.0.0 changes for Minecraft Dungeons that came along with the crossplay update. So first of all, we've got our hands on a threat level, which can now be adjusted on daily trials. Mojang, well played. This is something that many of us have been waiting for. It's a very nice step forward. But then we look at so many disappointments, in my opinion. So Shockwave now collides with walls, much like a regular arrow, so this is a pretty big nerf. Swirling now requires that a mob is hit with the attack for it to trigger. Very big nerf. Shockwave damage from 35 to 30, swirling damage from 45 to 40, the intentional attack, blah blah blah. But then the most important values that we're looking after is the pickaxe delay right here, reduced from 0.45 to 0.7, which means it's almost twice as slow. Well, not almost twice as slow, but it's pretty slow. You get the point. And then also the pickaxe damage from 75 to 130. Guys, please, 130. I want to have an applause for that, because seriously, many of you guys still think that the pickaxe is currently really bad, but it's actually hitting like a truck right now. Look at this value, man. 75 to 130. My math is not fantastic, but at the same time, this is almost double the amount which it used to do. The attack speed went from 0.7 to 0.45. That is a decrease of 35, almost 36%. So yes, you can tell that the attack speed got nerfed big time. This is 1/3 even more of the attack speed that got removed from the weapon. In my opinion, this is a not good step forward for this weapon. But at the same time, when we look at the base damage, we can see a 75 to 130, and this is a 42% increment. So in my opinion, it is actually still worth playing with, because in general, when you combine those percentages, 35 and 42, well, you can tell that in general, this is actually an increase. So right now the pickaxe should be a little bit better. So this is a big dilemma, guys, because it increases our attack damage big time, but then again, we won't be able to benefit as much from the Radiance, the shockwave, and also the swirling. And yeah, of course, the shockwave and the swirling also got nerfed. So is it still interesting? Let's check that out in game. Alright, so here we are once again in the base camp, and let's check out the pickaxes that I currently have. So I've got one right here with triple Radiance and 1 leeching, and then also one with a lot of damage enchantments, but not a single healing enchantment. So let's go over the healing enchantments first. So since Radiance is a enchantment that really relies on attack speed, it has a 20% chance to spawn a circular area that heals allies within it. Right now, the attack speed got reduced by 35%, so I really don't recommend you guys to take the Radiance. I would suggest to go for Leeching instead, because defeating a mob will heal you for a small portion of the mob's max HP. And yeah, the pickaxe right now deals a lot of more damage, so you will be able to tackle those high HP mobs a lot easier. Since we only want to get our hands on one single healing enchantment on every single weapon, right now it is time to focus on the damage. So here we are, second diamond pickaxe. In my opinion, this one is actually quite interesting, and I will showcase it to you guys in a second. So on the first enchantment slot, we've got smiting, swirling, and shockwave, but smiting, in my opinion, is not very interesting to take. Let's start off with the swirling. So this one only triggers right now when you actually hit an enemy. It deals 20k damage every attack animation. And then we also have the Shockwave, which is also pretty much a ranged attack, which will now no longer fly through walls. So yes, it did get nerfed, while the Swirling has 20k, but it will only attack from very close range and if you actually attack and hit an enemy. Then on the second slot, I am not really sure if you want to go for this, but since I don't have a healing enchantment on this slot, we can either go for exploding or critical hit. Critical hit is really awesome, but of course it will only trigger when you actually hit an enemy with your pickaxe and not with an enchantment. So for example, Swirling or Shockwave, those are enchantments. Exploding is also an enchantment, so this will not trigger the critical hit. It will only do that when you hit it with your pickaxe itself. So instead of taking the critical hit, I would really go for exploding, because also on the max apocalypse difficulty, the mobs have a lot of HP, and this one actually deals 60% of the enemy health as damage. So you will be able to take down those mobs very fast, and oh boy, am I excited to check this one out when we're actually gonna play with this pickaxe. Then last but not least, third enchantment slot, we've got some weakening, some gravity, and then also rampaging. And this is definitely the thing I want to go for, because right now the diamond pickaxe is a lot slower. So why would you want to go with something else? This increases the attack speed by 50% for a short time. But if you actually crank it up to tier 3, guys, this is 15 seconds. Look at that. That is pretty neat. So in my opinion right now, rampaging is a top tier enchantment for the diamond pickaxe. Definitely make sure to get your hands on it, and also combine it with a death cap mushroom, because this one has a 17-second duration on power level 169, and yeah, it has a lot of attack speed as boost as well. Alright, so guys, here we are standing near the target dummy. When we stand a little bit further away, we can test out the Shockwave. So when we hit it, it deals 15k damage, like I already said a couple seconds ago. But when we actually hit it very close, then it will deal 32k damage. Look at that, almost 33k damage. But if you have the Rampaging enchantment combined with the Death Cap Mushroom, guys, that is going to be great fun. So right now, I really like to travel to a level, because look at this. This is actually dealing a lot of damage. Alright, so to showcase the pickaxe, I'm going to equip some pretty neat gear right here, guys. The Stalwart Armor, first of all, with Deflect, Chilling, and Snowball. In my opinion, it's a very nice piece to get your hands on for the Maximum Apocalypse Daily Trials. And then also a Feral Soul Crossbow with some Anima Conduit going on, because I don't have any healing on this diamond pickaxe. You definitely want to get your hands on something instead of this exploding. Shockwave is cool, rampaging is cool, but instead of exploding, you could definitely get your hands on a leeching. Okay, so right now it is time for a field test, and I think the perfect place for it is the Creeper Woods. We're gonna do this one on Apocalypse level 7 plus 20, and the cool thing about this level is that right off the bat you have a little choke point, a bridge where you can fight, and with the Shockwave it's gonna be perfect, guys, to showcase this one. So let's check out how much damage we can deal against these zombies. Okay, so I'm gonna stand on the bridge right here, just gonna wait for the zombies to pop up. I'm gonna use my Death Cap Mushroom straight away, so I'll have some extra attack speed. So I'll be able to take down these bad guys. And look at that, the explosion enchantment is brutalizing them pretty much. Let's try that again. Only dealt damage to this guy, but when we actually can get our hands on a rampaging, chances are pretty small though, but with 10% chance, we can increase our attack speed by another 50%. And you can tell right now that the attack speed is pretty bad if you only have the regular attack speed. So without a Death Cap Mushroom, without the rampaging. But let's activate it once again. I'm gonna have to stand back a little bit right here. Use our potion barrier. Look at that. The explosive enchantment is definitely brutalizing these enemies. But it's not always popping up. I think it's because it will only pop up if you actually take them down with your pickaxe and not with the Shockwave enchantment. So guys, definitely be careful with that. So we just got our hands on rampaging. That is sweet. So look at this, guys. We have a pretty big attack speed. If we combine that with the Death Cap Mushroom, oh boy, we can destroy our enemies. Literally. So let's focus on another piece of armor right now with even more damage. The Splendid Rope right here also has a chilling enchantment, but right now I'll be able to trigger the Deathcap Mushroom 24/7. So let's get rid of that Dynamo enchantment. Deathcap Mushroom popping up right now. So here we go, using my potion just for a second to heal up a little bit. Now we would like to have a Rampaging. There we have it. I really wouldn't recommend going with the explosive. So what I would take of this one is Shockwave, Leeching, and then Rampaging. So let's equip our Deathcap Mushroom once again. Of course, it is pretty cool to see those corpses explode, but this also comes with a delay. But you definitely want to get your hands on a healing enchantment if you want to go for those max apocalypse difficulty levels. Look at this attack speed, guys. Seriously. I'm gonna use my potion for a second. Oh man. Shadow Brew. Oh, insta-killing all these enemies. Yeah, I think we did enough killing. Time to rescue this guy. So guys, there you have it, a field test of the pickaxe, actually the diamond pickaxe. And you can tell that this bad boy hits like a truck right now, but at the same time, the attack speed got nerfed big time. So this also means that Radiance is a lot less efficient. So guys, definitely make sure to focus on leeching right now, since you already deal a lot more damage against your enemy mobs. You will be able to take them down a lot easier to heal yourself. So the first enchantment, definitely go for Shockwave. Second one, leeching, and then as third, I would suggest going for Rampaging, because this increases your attack speed by another 50%. So that is pretty much another 50% increase on your damage output. In general, for the max apocalypse difficulty, I'm not really sure if I'm gonna use the pickaxe. I think I'm just gonna stick with my fighter's bindings, because the radiance heal on that one is so reliable, as well as the stunning. I can pretty much stun lock enemies. The swirling and the shockwave, they will all proc 24/7 so fast. So that is my personal favorite, still top tier for max apocalypse difficulties. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Also, thank you for hitting the like button. I really appreciate it. It also helps out other people that are looking for a video like this one to help them out a little bit more with their build on the max apocalypse. And yes, if you're new to the channel, what the hell are you waiting for? Just subscribe, because there is a lot more coming your way. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Right now it is 4 AM out. I'll see you in the next one.